Procrastination. Something that we are all shamed for. And P.S. I apologize for the sounds in the background. There is some construction happening next door. Procrastination is something that in our society, in school, work, business, we're told is bad. It's shameful. Oh, you're procrastinating. You make yourself wrong for procrastinating. Other people, your coaches, your boss, your coworkers, your business partners, stop procrastinating. Do the thing now. Get it done. I want to make an important distinction in this video. Because as we're evolving our consciousness, as we're doing inner work, as we're shifting our traumas, we're integrating our shadow, we're living more in alignment with our truth, with our hearts, with our higher self, we're realizing, well, I'm realizing, this is what I see, and you can let me know if you also feel this way, that a lot of the things that our ego, as well as society, is telling us that is wrong or bad is actually a deeper wisdom. A deeper wisdom that our ego does not trust. A deeper wisdom that is not necessarily monetizable. It's not going to motivate you to work harder. It's not going to push you to force forward towards your goal. It's not something that will push you to achieve, to strive, to be ambitious. It's a deeper wisdom that is very quiet, that is trying to pull you closer to the true you. Most of us are operating from the false version of us. When I say the false version, I'm talking about the wounded version that is running the show. The wounded version that is still sitting in the subconscious, that is still driving the ship without your conscious mind knowing it. And when we talk about procrastination, I want to stick to this topic because there are so many different places that I can go with this. With procrastination, what if it is a deeper wisdom from the body? Now I'm going to relate this slightly to human design, authority in particular. So if you know about human design, you know that there are different types of authority. If you're new to human design, you can do some research afterwards so that all of this makes sense to you. There are some authorities that are very fast. They are designed to make decisions in the moment, right? So if you have sacral authority or you have splenic authority, you're going to live very differently from the other authorities. You're going to be in constant communication and connection to the present moment. That is how you're designed to live. So perhaps for you, doing things right away may be easy for you, maybe not. It's a point of reflection. But there are a lot of people like myself who have a different authority that involves time, involves space, and is unpredictable and genuinely not designed to live, not designed to make decisions in the moment, to let things simmer over time, which doesn't really align with the old structures of that masculine, forceful energy. It's more of a feminine energy. So if you have emotional authority, if you have, I would say ego authority will be kind of in between both, where it's like if you know what you want, you can act on it. But if you're still figuring out what you want, then you're going to need time. if you have self-projected authority, if you have environmental authority, like the mental projectors, if you have no authority because you're a reflector, this involves a lot of time. And procrastination, oftentimes those with emotional authority, those who are operating on a different rhythm than the majority, like the projectors and the reflectors, we will tell ourselves, oh no, I'm procrastinating. Oh, I'm procrastinating. Oh, I'm procrastinating. And other people have told us this our whole life. Stop procrastinating. Get it done. Do it now. But I've seen something that I can no longer unsee. Procrastination, what is labeled as procrastination, is actually wisdom from our body saying, I don't know yet. I need more time. Or, I know we have to do this task, but there's something off about it in this moment. Or, this I think will resonate a lot. It's, I am feeling very tired. I need rest. And a lot of us don't honor that, or like we shame ourselves for resting and call it procrastination, when in fact our body is more intelligent than our ego, our small mind. And it's like, no, we'll get the task done at the perfect time in the perfect way, but right now, in order to be able to do that task, I need to rest. So this is really just an awareness piece for you, is, are you shaming yourself and just quickly labeling it as procrastination? Or can you pause for a moment and connect with that and be like, is there a deeper layer to this thing that I'm calling procrastination? Is my body requesting something from me? Is my intuition requesting something from me? Is it trying to show me something? Because most of the time, yes. We live in a society that is so uncomfortable with spaciousness, time, right? Especially if you're on social media, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're even in your career path right now. It just feels like you can't take your time. It feels like if you stop, you're done, you failed. It feels like if you honor how you feel, you won't be successful. You won't get to the places that you want to get to. And that could not be farther from the truth. Okay? There's a huge distinction, again, between if you have sacral splenic authority and if you are one of the other authorities that I mentioned. We're operating on two completely different timelines. And my intention with this is really to bring you back to your sense of self, to empower you to be like, okay, whatever the external is saying, if I'm procrastinating or I'm lazy or whatever, that doesn't have to be true for me. And a lot of people, remember, are projecting, right? They're projecting their judgment of themselves, how they would judge themselves if they were procrastinating on you. And that makes them feel bigger. We're moving into a time where you just can't act in a way that is not true to you. That's just not ever going to work, ever again. And there was a time, even recently, where you could still get away with like having an egoic plan or agenda, but like calling it service, heart-centered service. And you're like, yeah, well, I'm doing this to help other people, or I'm doing this for this cause or that cause. But like secretly in your head, there's like an egoic agenda of like what you're trying to get: money, recognition, success, fame, appreciation, whatever it is, right? But now you're starting to realize that those things, that egoic hold, just doesn't work. Like you can't do anything egoically anymore. And that inner voice is going to get louder and louder and louder. So my invitation to you is really to question everything that your mind is labeling, whether it be procrastination or laziness. Think about that. Feel into that. Are you a non-energy type? Are you someone who needs more rest? Are you someone who just is not allowing yourself to rest, even if you are a manifesting generator or a generator? What is your body requesting of you? Because if you are following the human design experiment, if you're playing around with that, you know that authority lives in the body. It's going down towards the earth. It's not going up towards the higher realms. It's not in the mind. So anything that you are doing from the mind is not self. It is the false self. It is the smaller wounded self. You're still operating from your wounded patterns. And you cannot get the expansion, the fulfillment, the peace, the satisfaction, the surprise when you're operating from that version of yourself. And your body and intuition, your authority is always, always speaking to you. But it's your choice to listen. And when you drop into the authority, which is your body, you'll notice that it knows stuff that your mind doesn't yet know. And when you follow it, and yes, it's into the unknown, it will lead you exactly where you truly desire to be. Not what your mind thinks it wants in order to fill a hole inside, where you're truly gonna feel your signature of success, of peace, satisfaction, surprise. That's what I have for you today. Let me know if this resonates with you. Stop shaming yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop labeling. Does it really need a label? Get curious about the feelings, the sensations that are coming from your body, because your body already knows the path, and it's desperately trying to tell you in the most soft and loving way. It's not loud whatsoever. The ego is loud. If you could trust that, you'll see that things happen a lot more effortlessly for you. Things are just going to show up at your doorstep. And I know that you can pinpoint back to an occurrence where this is true. This has already happened to you, where you've let go, you've surrendered, you've listened to your body, and wow, something happened. Something came to me, and I didn't have to do anything. That's really the energy we're moving into more. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you have any comments, anything resonated, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you in another video.